Okay, so we're in Hanover, New Hampshire, getting ready to start our 52.7 mile hike, section hike of the AT. You can see the marker here. And I went with my dad, who's hiked the entire section from Georgia to this point. He's aiming to finish the Appalachian Trail next year. So we're just about done with the first day of hiking, and we're staying here at the Moose Mountain Shelter, right near it. So this is our setup for the night. So the terrain definitely got a lot more difficult as we went further on our hike. Because of the location of water sources, we had to carry a bunch of water into our night for night 2. So we stopped short of going all the way to the summit of Smarts Mountain, and we did a stealth campsite here, which actually worked out pretty well. The next morning we pushed on to Smarts Mountain, and there's an awesome fire tower at the top, and we were actually able to climb up to the very top of it and had amazing 360-degree views. I even had some time to play with the radio a little bit. After a relatively easy descent from Smarts Mountain, we started our ascent of Mount Cube, which was a little bit more difficult and a lot more elevation gain in a short amount of time. If you look closely, you can actually see Smarts Mountain Fire Tower in the distance, which is about 8 or 9 miles away from where we are now. For night 3, we stayed at a campsite next to Brook, which was a really, really nice spot. It had about maybe 5 or 6 tent spots, and it was right next to the brook. It was just really beautiful and a really great spot. It rained a little bit overnight, but we did stay dry. We were up early, made coffee, and we're headed out to climb Mountain Mist. We got to camp for night 4 around 3 o'clock, which was good because we really needed to set up quick and get some really good rest, because the next day we're going to be climbing Mount Moosilauke, which is probably the most difficult day of our entire trip. The next morning we had to wake up very early and leave around 6 o'clock to start our hike up to the top of Mount Moosilauke, which was only 3.7 miles, but it was extremely steep going up. So here we are almost at the summit of Mount Moosilauke, and you can see that the environment is changing a little bit. It's almost above the tree line, and it got extremely windy and tons of rain. The descent from Mount Moosilauke was extremely tough, and definitely the toughest part of our 5 days. It also didn't help that it was very rainy and everything was extremely slippery, so we had to be very, very careful going down. We did make it down safely, but very slowly. So this is where I was ending my hike, but my dad was going on even further. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time from the Appalachian Trail.